moves are going to change, and this is part of how you throw wrenches into my plans when I have to start incorporating those things as well. Then,
Hmm.
okay, so then harm. Uh, when you take when you take any harm, harm will be, between 0 and 4 points of harm. That will I'll announce that you take harm, and you mark it on your sheet. If you have any armor, armor is just minus whatever it takes, unless the attack ignores armor. So if I say take 3 harm, then if you have a 1 armor ability, then you mark 2 harm, and and then then you take 0. A 0 harm attack is still an attack that can affect you narratively. So it's like getting punched in the face or something. It's not, but it's not an injury that you need to recover from. The harm in your a harm box is like an actual like stab wound or something that then um, medical attention or magic can heal, or a day of rest can heal 1 harm. Um,
Yeah, Isaac, I have a quick
okay.
question.
Yeah.
How do I make an attack?
Okay.
Like
So
I have a weapon, but like I don't see a dice icon next to it.
We just described it.
right. Yeah, so all of the basic moves, you use the move by saying what you do. So if you say, I use my weapon to attack, then I will say, all right, then roll a kick some ass move. And then the
Oh, okay,
outcome of
gotcha.
okay. Now, kick some ass is not the same as an attack in D&D, because who's lagging? I'm not hearing.
Yeah.
Your voice was roboting pretty hard there for a bit.
Oh, I'm sorry. My internet does that sometimes. I was talking about the kick some ass move.
Yeah.
So the so kick some ass puts you in danger when you use it. I don't roll any dice to, like, the monster won't roll dice and miss you. The monster will attack, and then you have the opportunity to respond, and depending on how you respond and what you roll when you do, will determine whether or not it hurts you and you take harm. So all of the stuff that happens in this will be um, not foreshadowing. I guess foreshadowing. Yeah, it's like I have to do a lot of foreshadowing, and basically, even during a combat, the monster's like next move will be telegraphed, and then you guys have the opportunity to like deal with that. So that's how that works. Does that make sense?
All right, yeah.
Okay. So then, okay, so then you have your actual your moves in your playbook for your character, which is good. If you have anything special that you need to remind me about for like ongoing kind of stuff, like Luna can read surface thoughts and communicate telepathically. Um, I'm not gonna always remember that in every situation, so it's your responsibility to sort of help all of us know what is in play in the situation, right? Um,
And I do,
and
oh, just as a reminder, I do have the often right. If you guys ask me for help, you'll get a +1 ongoing.
That's right.
Right.
That's an interesting move in that Cornelius can't initiate that ability. It's an ability that he has that you guys use. It says when someone asks him for advice, he can give an answer, and if you follow his advice, you get +1 ongoing when you're doing whatever you're talking about. But you have to ask him. He can't make suggestions and then just give you +1s. So that's how that works.
That's years of experience.
Yes, exactly. Okay.
Except it's
Some.
the same story every time.
So then, okay, so I think that covers all that. I wanted to make a suggestion also because we have 6 players today. Individual scenes can get very chaotic with that many people in the scene, so I am actually going to suggest that you guys split the party. As much as it's the trope not to, and that it puts you in more risk, it also makes a more interesting story. And I mean, I'll be honest, I didn't design anything specifically to split you or trap you in that way, but I'm just setting this advice as, to make the session go smoother. I think it'll be in all of our best interest to work in groups of 3 or two groups of 3 or 3 groups of 2. You could switch around between scenes, but and obviously all 6 of you will be able to be in the same scene for the final confrontation. But for the most part, decide who's going to be in a scene before it starts, so that you're not all just crowding around. And then okay, character connections. That's the last part of the intro before we get into the hook. We have 2 new players, Bob and Quinn, are joining the group, and they already have established their history relation with each other, but they need some connection to the 4 of you. So we're going to start with Bob, who's going to choose one of the other hunters to have a history connection with, and then that hunter will choose from their history prompt also a relationship with Bob. Then Quinn will pick one, and back and forth. So they'll each pick 2 of you for a history relationship. Go ahead, Bob.
Oh man.
You have to pick for Cornelius. Go ahead and do it.
Oh, hold on. I'll relax. I did have an idea, but that might be too awkward. Oh God, don't want to do that.
Too awkward.
All right, so I threw out the idea because there's one here that's
weird.
all right, hold on. Yeah, so I throw out an idea, right, for romantic entanglement, and for some reason my character having feelings for just this cranky old man. But I'm not sure if you'd be down for that. That's up to you.
I can play with it.
Because I will flirt with you, all right? I've done a lot of role playing in my life in a whole bunch of different groups. Ryan, you know Emily. You know the kind of game she's been in. I've been in similar games, all right? I'll go in.
Just don't bring out anything that vibrates.
That's
Only when I'm alone.
Okay,
That's a
sounds
special
like that's
conversation Alan and I know about. You guys weren't privy to.
No, don't worry about it. Anyway.
Okay.
You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, Cornelius, romantic entanglement. All right. I've caught feelings for this grumpy old man, but I also know that it can never be.
Okay, that's cool. Now, Cornelius, pick one of your history prompts for your relationship with Bob, and this can maybe be sort of the inciting event or whatever that got his attention.
Okay, so I've already got Luna as my student, right? And
I'm your apprentice.
exactly. And Molly, you're
Here, I made notes from last time.
keeping an eye on. You're looking at me because I
Yep,
She's looking
crippled
at
my-
everybody.
I am. I said they're somehow tied into it all. You've been keeping an eye on them. That's my prompt for you.
Oh, okay. So I will say that you might be attracted to me because I saved your life in a tight spot. And,
Okay. All right.
And what happened was I have to tell you what happened. What happened?
I
You
have
were
quite.
you
I-
you were
I-
you were
Kinda
you,
tight
you,
spot.
you had been you were drowning, and I pulled you out with my frail elderly muscles and gave you mouth to mouth, resuscitating you.
Oh my god.
Oh yes.
That's where it
Okay.
began. It came to him. It's like, my hero.
You woke up to the face of an angel.
Are we gonna end up with like, you know how 50 Shades is a fanfic of Twilight? Is that where we're going, friends? Kevin, you are recording, right?
Yes. YouTube's gonna
Oh,
blow
This is
up.
great.
I like it.
All right,
This-
all right. It's Quinn's turn to pick one of the remaining 3 hunters, and choose your history relationship with them.
All right. I actually think it's really quite funny because I'm not sure if everyone knows, Alan and I had picked that we're estranged siblings. And one of my prompts is you're powerfully attracted to this hunter. And I do think it would be funny if 2 siblings were attracted to the same old dude, but I'm not going to do that.
Oh my
Oh.
god, no, please do that. That is so funny. You guys just like fight over him. God, and Luna's in the background just
I think my first choice, I'll go with Luna. And so I'm going to go with the prompt. This hunter knows about your criminal past. Tell them what crimes they saw you commit.
Cool.
Aw,
And
I caught you red-handed.
Quinn is not a good person. The kind of backstory I'm working with is that she worked for essentially like a mafia that would
Okay,
capture.
Sam, are you making another character that my character is just going to be like, oh my god, I love you?
That's the
It's
goal.
deja
Maybe,
vu
but that's
all over
fine.
again.
Yeah, so kind of the idea that it's a mafia that would like capture monsters and sell them to the highest bidder, but I've since gotten out of that game.
Mhm.
But with that, Quinn's done a bunch of shit, and so I kind of thought, Luna, where you are telepathic, maybe you've just seen glimpses in my head of all of the crimes that I've committed, like everything bad. I don't know if that works.
Yeah, that can work. You okay with that, Luna?
So I telepathically learned of all of your crimes.
Maybe
Yeah,
not
maybe
the
you've just
specifics, but
seen-
you have a very clear vision of the scope of her work, right? Like, you know, she's a bad person and capable of a lot more than she looks like.
Got it. I'm typing it out right now. So is this like, do you know that I know, or did we talk about it? Like,
That's your choice.
okay.
Mhm.
And it's both of your choice. What do
You-
you guys want it to be?
I mean, it
Do
could
you
be
think
that
Luna
like,
would have brought it up?
oh, Luna for sure would have been like, are you in trouble?
Okay. So you know they know.
Yeah.
Now
Maybe would've
now
been
Luna,
good to chat
pick one of
about it.
your history prompts for Quinn.
Da, 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 we are married. No, I'm just kidding.
All the love stories.
Well, this would be fitting. You used your powers on them at one time, decide if it was for selfish reasons or not, and tell them if they found out about it. So that would kind of go with the telepathically learning about
you
your
want
past.
to do you want to have like some encounter in the past where you saw her committing a crime and jinxed her to prevent it, and then had a confrontation later about whether or not that was okay?
Yeah, so I telepathically learned about it, and then I was like, "Oh, she really shouldn't do that. She's gonna get in trouble. She's gonna get caught. I don't want her to get. She's kind of cool. I don't want her to get in trouble. You know what? I'm a jinxer, so that doesn't work out that way. Sorry,
Okay.
not sorry. So yeah.
Okay,
So
so
I'm
then
gonna-
does Quinn know that you did that in that case?
no.
Okay. Okay. That's good. Then it's back to Bob for his next choice. He can choose Molly or August.
Real quick, just so I can clarify, because I'm very big on note taking. Quinn is not aware that Luna knows about the criminal background.
She knows that I know about
Quinn
the
knows-
background, but
yeah.
she doesn't know that I jinxed her to prevent her from doing a crime.
Oh, that's great.
So like,
Okay, all right.
so, like I like basically read her mind and was like, oh yeah, no, she shouldn't be doing that. Jinx, don't do that. And then it doesn't work out for
Alright.
her, and then I'm like, hey friend, you should hang out with us.
Gotcha.
This is so great.
Okay.
All right.
Uh,
Well, so Kevin walked away, but I want to know about August.
August,
tell
I-
me some more. What? Yeah. What do you
I-
want to know?
I just want to know a little bit more about August, all right? Because August
All right.
looks like the kind of person who at some point was my boss at the retail store. So I'm curious, was she?
August
August
is
is part of the
is a professional.
Yes.
She works for CISRA, which is an agency that investigates paranormal phenomena. I would say unlikely, but let's let Kevin make that call. You know, I think of August as like a career monster hunter. I don't think retail was in her past. So it could have been a cover. Maybe she was
Could have
keeping an eye on you.
Oh, that's pretty good too. And Molly's just a conspiracy theorist, if I understand it correctly, right?
I mean,
Unless you
not
got more to
but-
Molly.
The
Yeah.
conspiracy theorist.
Tell me about Molly. I want to know more about Molly.
She's my bestest best friend.
Great, awesome.
Yeah, I would say we are fellow freaks, Luna and I. And I would say I feel like this is okay to say out loud that we are old friends and trust each other completely.
Yes.
So that kind of
This is a
fuels
bond that cannot be
that.
broken.
Yeah, expect some hijinks. What?
innocent.
I don't really know what to tell you. I do have some notes here, but it's really just about my connections with others. So August and I are members of the same support group that August hosts, and we've both seen some shit. And yeah, my thing with
that's the name of the support group, SSS.
isn't it though? Love that. My thing with Cornelius is that I think that he is somehow tied into it at all, and I've been keeping an eye on them. So that's kind of what I've got so far, and it's important to note that I have not just pockets full of garlic, but I have garlic in any clothing item that I can possibly stash it.
And sews it into her collar.
Yeah.
And
It's
you
in
also,
my socks. Yeah.
I think part of that was you saw me cripple my wife, and she's now in an old folks home.
I didn't know if we were going to talk about that, so I didn't say it because I was like, I didn't know if that was our secret. So if you've said it's fine.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying it out loud. That was.
That's
I think
correct.
you know that, and that's the reason you think I did it on purpose, but I didn't.
Yes. So I know some of his dark secrets, and I've agreed to keep them secret. But it did say that he crippled his wife, and she's in a care home. So yeah, that happened.
I have an idea to dial up Molly's paranoia just a little bit. All right, because I love messing with conspiracy theorists, so I think it'd be really funny. I see one on here is they could have been the chosen one instead of you, but they failed some trial. Tell them how they failed, right? So I already know a bit about why my character was chosen, right?
Okay.
But like, I feel like it'd be really funny if like my character just tells you like, oh, you see, you actually had the potential to be a chosen one, but you failed to impress them. And now Molly's just like,
Okay.
who's them?
Mhm.
Oh, I can't tell you that. Bob, who the fuck is them? Like,
Is it a secret group? Do you meet on Wednesdays or Thursdays? Okay. I'm here for
they
that.
meet inside
Alan.
my head every day. All right, that's it. Okay.
Done.
You failed at some trial because you failed to impress them.
Them. They.
Molly's ordering a new notebook on Amazon.
Oh my
and
god!
titling this
Immediately.
one Bob.
Yeah. Just dedicated.
Okay. So now, Molly, you can pick one of your history prompts for Bob.
Oh gosh, Bob. Okay. I'm assuming we probably wouldn't reuse them unless it
don't
was
reuse them.
like, yeah, okay. mm. So,
I mean, do you want to be old friends who originally met through a long chain of coincidences?
I was kind of eyeing that one. I can't lie. Because I think that might tie in well to what Alan was just sort of saying.
Or the signs all pointed to working together, so you found them, and now you work together.
I think I like the long chain of coincidences. Hang on, I gotta put.
That one's fitting.
I do. I think so because I think
that fits with his choice too, because then
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
And I kind of also have an idea for how I kind of want to interact with Bob, so I feel like this will suit that maybe a little bit better.
All right.
Let me just put that in my notes.
What was the prompt? Like, we just happened to meet by pure circumstance?
1 second here. The one I'm using is old friends who originally met through a long chain of coincidences.
So you've known each other for a long time, and it was just like a series of random events that brought you together. And then that fits with your thing, that like maybe those series of random events were part of the test for both of you.
Oh, okay, but she fucked it up. She fucked it up.
Yeah, and I think that will work well to like maybe that's kind of like how we met or something, like somewhere in there is that you got it, I didn't, and
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. And Alan, when you have a second, can you tell me what your thing is for me again?
Yes. All right.
Please.
All right. I have that you should have been the chosen one, or they could have been the chosen one instead of you, but they failed some trial. This one. That's what I chose.
Perfect. I am also keeping those like notes on my end a little bit.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay, and the last one is for Quinn and August to establish their history. Quinn, go ahead and pick one for August.
I am going to go with this hunter was there when you decided to give up the life and hunt monsters instead. Work out together what happened.
Oh, that sounds perfect because August is the professional monster hunter. So
yep.
Maybe okay. So do you want to tell the story about what happened there first, or do you want to pick your history prompt for Quinn and then work out the details?
Why don't you pick your history prompt and then we can.
Luna is your apprentice. That's
Luna is my apprentice.
no. Well, I got the Oh, I got those switched. Luna, you were sent to deal with them.
It's Cornelius now.
Yeah.
I had to change my notes too. I was like, why do they say Cameron?
I know. Mine too.
Cornelius!
That's great.
Cameron was a code name in the 60s.
Haven't heard that name in decades.
Uh-huh. Yep. Okay.
With a flamethrower.
That's great.
So her background, she has a criminal background and has given up the life of, well, not given up, but walked away from the life of crime to be a monster hunter. And her selection is that you were there when it happened. You basically turned her from crime to monster hunting. Hey, I like that. Okay.
Should should I have a relationship with Quinn? Because I don't see that in my list here.
No, the way we're doing this is that Quinn and Alan are gonna each have relationships with only two of the other four.
Okay, that's fine.
So, yeah, that way it doesn't get too complicated. Otherwise, this would take another 20 minutes to get started, right? Same situation. You don't have a relationship directly with him, but he has relationships with everybody else. So
Actually, wait, I'm super curious. Now, with August, Kevin, would it be fair to say that she had some other professional job before getting into like the monster hunter industry?
Say retail. Say retail. Say retail.
Yes, do it.
All right. Because I have something written as possibly something that happened in my backstory. Hear me out, okay? Bob used to work at a McDonald's, all right? And one day at work, all right, keep up, a bunch of fucking vampires attack, all right? And he had to fight them off, all right? I was thinking it'd be really sick, since August reminds me of literally one of my past managers, right? If like back when August was like 18, 19, very young, became like the supervisor of a McDonald's, witnessed this go down, and then she was like, what the hell was that? And then Bob goes, I have a lot to tell you about, right? And then she goes on to start this big empire of Monster Hunter. I think that'd be sick. That's up to you, though.
If you guys want that to be part of your backstory, that's fine. We need to move on from backstory now, though. So,
Okay,
yes
that's
or
fair.
no, Kevin?
All right.
Love it.
Sure.
Okay. Okay, what's next on the agenda? Okay, now we're into finally starting the mystery. Where my notes go?
Isaac.
Yes.
So I have Destiny's Plaything as a chosen
do.
ability.
A couple other
Which-
people have things like this. This is where I was getting to.
Oh, okay. Sorry, go ahead.
Anybody who has a move that says at the beginning of a mystery, you can move. You can use those moves now. Bob, you can start. Go ahead and make your roll.
All right. So another just quick: is mystery at the beginning of each session or like adventure?
Mystery is a mystery. I'll tell you when it's ending. Technically, I've written a 3 mystery arc, but hopefully we can conclude this mystery this session. But if we don't, then
Okay.
I'll tell you when the mystery ends, and you can start the next one.
All right. Well,
That is a failure. Okay.
no,
So
it's
tell
not.
me
I'm
what-
using a luck point. I'm using a luck point. Make that a fucking 12.
Okay. Read the whole thing. What is the
All right.
what's the thing
On a
that
10
happens when
plus, the keeper will reveal a useful detail about the common mystery. On a 7 to 9, you get a vague hint. On a miss, something bad is going to happen. And I don't feel like having something bad happen off of that, so I'm using a luck point.
Okay, so what is it actually telling me that you need to just reveal something that is coming about the mystery?
Yeah, it's just reveals something useful, like just a useful detail about the common mystery. Yeah.
Okay. You have a vision, a dream. Last night you had a very vivid dream that you know it's different than other dreams. You haven't really had visions like this before, but you know this is connected to something coming soon. In this dream, you're in complete darkness. You can still move around. You just can't see anything. And as you're trying to explore your space, figure out where you are, it almost feels endless. You begin to question if you even maybe are blind. And then there's a point of light that you can see in the distance. And as soon as you think about traveling in that direction, you're next to it. It's a window, a portal, a hole in space. Everything around you is pitch black. And this wound in the air is showing a small town, a street lit by lamps and people walking around. It just looks like any small town that you might visit. Nothing unusual. And then the scene changes. It's in the woods, and there are people around the portal looking at it, into it, at you. And you reach out the portal, grab one of them, pull them through, and the portal closes. That's your vision. You wake up.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Hopefully, that has enough clues.
That has a lot of clues. I
It does have a lot of
transcribed
clues, and
almost the whole thing, so I will
Okay.
I will parse through this.
Okay. Does anybody else have an at the beginning of mystery ability?
I don't
Ollie,
think
I'm pretty sure you do.
so. I'm just like, I don't think so.
Connecting the dots is something you roll at the beginning, but then you can use anytime later.
Oh, yes. Right. Okay. So I have to figure out which one I want, right?
No. You roll the dice first,
Okay.
and the outcome tells you how many hold you have. And then when you use the hold, you can make one of those choices, or two, depending on how good you roll.
Let's see. Ooh,
Oh,
okay.
Okay. So that's just still a regular success, which let me check what the what this description on your sheet says. It says
Flat Earth O'Donnell.
yeah. On a 10 plus, hold 3. Okay, so right down below that ability, there's a little box that says current hold 0. You can change
Okay.
that to 3.
Perfect.
And it says during the mystery, you can spend your hold 1 for 1 to ask the keeper any of the following questions. Remember that you are asking me these questions. You're not asking the NPC you're interacting with, and I will answer the question honestly because that's how your
Right.
ability works.
Right.
3
Okay.
points is a lot. That's a pretty valuable
Yeah.
skill now. So you
I think-
have good information to gather as you
Yeah.
encounter people.
I think the last time I only like rolled one. Like I only got one on it.
You got
So
one last time.
okay.
So this is
Okay,
good.
that's
Good
familiar
setup.
now.
Good setup.
Excellent. Thank you.
Okay, now the hook. There's a lot of you involved. We need to get you to the place where things are happening. August. Cicera is giving you your next assignment, and your director is giving you the assignment that nobody else wants because you pissed people off last time when you called the agency about help on things. So, field agents have triangulated a source of magical power, quote unquote quantum abnormalities, somewhere in the area of Walnut Hill. Investigators are dispatched to investigate the source. So that's you. You need to assemble a team, figure out the source of this surge of magical power that's being detected in the town of Walnut Hill. Molly, also, your internet connections, conspiracy theorist forums and websites, subreddits, Mastodon, whatever you're on, armchair detectives.
All of them.
Yeah, all of them. Armchair detectives on the internet forums are discussing conspiracy theories, have established a pattern of disappearing travelers who pass through Walnut Hill but are never seen again, about once every 2 years or so, as far back as records can be found.
Hi.
Okay, so you have a place to go to and some vague stuff to look into when you get there. Now it's on to you guys. Just geographically, we'll say that Walnut Hill isn't so far away from your typical base of operations that you can still get back to your safe house and your other things, and like people you know are still like within contact range for calling in aid and that kind of stuff, but it's maybe a 6-hour drive. So it's not something you can get to immediately, right? So you have several vehicle options. August has a surveillance van, and Quinn has a couple vehicles. Who's red with who?
I'm in the mystery machine.
Oh, the other thing, August, your director reminds you of the agency's live capture policy, and is a little upset that that wasn't implemented in the last mission. So, and the fact that an entire corn farm got burned down. So,
We had nothing to do with that.
I only remember
It definitely wasn't
only
my
being allowed
my
to have
flame
one
sword
clove of
friend.
garlic.
roasted
Get killed
garlic.
this
Uh,
time.
who has the vehicles?
August has a
Mystery
vehicle,
machine.
and so does Quinn. Yeah.
I want to ride in the van because it's easier to get into.
Easier on his knees.
Yeah.
Not as low to the ground.
Yeah.
Oh, so we just have the van. That's it.
Oh, Quinn
No,
has two
I have-
vehicles that are unspecified.
I can also
I-
hotwire anything we want.
Yeah.
I'll ride. I'll take a ride with my sister. Why not?
We're just gonna fight the whole way.
Oh,
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Just constantly
takes
turning
me
the
back.
radio back and forth.
Yeah. I want to listen to grunge rock. Well, I want to listen to ska.
I'm probably gonna get in the mystery machine.
Yay!
Yeah. Just 'cause-
Okay. So, not everybody has declared what vehicle they're in, but that's not super important. You're traveling to Walnut Hill. it's like I said, it's about a 6-hour drive from your regular base of operations, and as you arrive, it is a pretty sleepy town off the main road. This isn't, this is far enough from the freeway that this doesn't seem like the kind of place people stop on purpose. It's just a backwoods town. Bob, you immediately recognize this as the town from your vision.
Ooh, okay. Well, at least while we're entering the town, I will at least let Quinn know that I had a dream about this place last night because she's in the car.
Here we go.
Oh,
I want to go here in real life.
it's beautiful.
It's like what was that painter's name?
Kincaid.
Kincaid.
It's like a Thomas
Kincaid.
Kincaid town.
It is lovely.
Look at all that craftsmanship.
Mm-hmm.
Don't build stuff like that anymore.
Got night and day, so.
Oh, do you think they have fish and chips?
Okay, so up to you guys how you want to start looking around and gathering information. How obvious do you want to be about what you're looking for?
I may have missed it. What was the problem here that we're looking for?
People are
There's two
disappearing.
things. August and Molly
There's
have
like a
the lead.
magical
Share-
anomaly, right?
Yeah, August has a lead and Molly has a lead. You can share with the group.
It was like a magical anomaly that your director
Yeah.
told you about that like is in
Oh.
Walnut Hill. Did the director give August like any kind of general location or just in town?
It was triangulated to this place, but nobody went here to get a more detailed reading.
I don't suppose that August would know about any kind of tools that she might have access to that would allow to like triangulate it even further. I guess that's up for her.
That's basically an investigate a mystery role. If somebody wants to do that, so here's the if you just want to the way equipment works in here is like if it's plausible, then you have it. We're not hard and fast on equipment like gear list and that kind of stuff. And we do have a surveillance van, so go ahead. Mm-hmm. So, and then anytime you want to try to start gathering information, you can you basically would roll a investigate a mystery and ask one of the questions on the question list, and I'll answer them in the context of what you're doing and what information you could get given that investigation. If you're just trying to see if there's another source of magical energy here, then you can search for that with investigate a mystery, but it might be more difficult if it's not constantly surging magical energy, right? If it's something that happened and everything just pointed in this direction, then you might have to wait for it to happen again. But it doesn't mean you can't try now.
A real quick question: Does Molly share with the rest of the group that like she found this information online? Are we privy to this, the rest of the group?
That's a really good question. I initially want to say yes, but then the other side of me is like, I feel like it's the hook to get us all there. Like I feel like if you're missing this information, other people might not care enough maybe to come along. But I'm torn because I feel like this would be really fun to just keep secret.
Don't try to metagame it, Laura. This is your hook, and August got everybody here because Sistra says
Yeah.
so, right? So
It's fair. Yeah, so maybe I will share that information with Luna.
Yay!
But I am
I'm special.
I'm certainly not sharing it with Cornelius.
I'm untrustworthy.
Sorry. And I think maybe just because like we're in the van together, I think maybe it would be an easy way for me to share that, like for Molly to share that with just Luna. And
you're just like sitting together in the back of the van.
Yeah, we're in the back playing like Cat's Cradle with,
right,
some
strings.
hair.
Yeah.
Okay. Luna, remember that your telepathy also allows you to put words in people's minds. So you can basically talk to them telepathically also, which includes the rest of your group. You have to initiate that kind of conversation, but you can sort of, wordlessly communicate with anyone you choose to.
Okay. I was gonna say that I might be able to use the site to help with.
Okay. Yeah, if you want to use that to investigate a mystery, this seems like a good time to do that.
Because then I can maybe see spirits or magical influences. I don't know. I don't know if anybody else thinks that's a good idea to do now or if I should wait till later.
I think
how
now's
often can
good.
you use the site?
There's no limit. If you're using it to do it, this is your augmented investigate a mystery ability. That's just that's what you have.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that then. I'll try the site. Unless anybody else wants to do something else right now first.
It's like August wants to look up the local newspaper. So maybe this is let's do Luna's thing first and then August, and then we can decide who's going with who if you're going to split at that point.
Okay, I'll try to take my time. He's in the restroom right now. So. Okay, so I just roll first and then go from there, right? Okay. Default, yes. Submit. No plus or minus forward.
Okay, mixed success.
Okay.
On a 7 to 9, hold 1. So you get to ask one question. What happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can hurt it? Where did it go? What is it going to do? And what is being concealed here? The answers I give you will be honest, but only in the context of what you can reasonably discern in your current situation. You get to ask one of those questions.
Just trying to decide what the best one is.
You can take your time because.
Yeah, sorry. If I can just ask, just for you to elaborate on what exactly is Luna doing? Is this like an ability she has that she's working with right now?
She's doing investigate a mystery, which is something that anybody can do. She has a special move in her playbook called the Sight, where she has extrasensory abilities to detect magical presence and other. It's kind of like detect magic.
Okay, gotcha.
It basically, when I say I'm only going to answer the question in the context of what you can discern in this moment, the site is contributing a lot to that at this point in time because there's not a mystery in front of you that you're investigating. You're just in the town and she's saying, let me see if I can detect some magical energy, right?
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, that was the part that confused me because I didn't, as far as I was aware, they were still in the van. So that was one of what she was investigating. But that makes sense. Okay, please proceed.
And technically, any of you could use investigate a mystery. It's just the answers you would get from it would be pretty minimal at this point.
I'm gonna question if they have fish and chips and then use my ability.
Amazing.
I'm hungry. You guys aren't hungry riding around in the car all day? Gosh.
You're always hungry.
You're never hungry.
It's the slow metabolism as you age.
Stained by the fire of rage.
See,
Um, could-
I linked the ability for you to read, Alan, if you want to.
Oh yeah, I just read it. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. So then,
Could I-
oh, sorry. Back to the question. What sort of creature is it?
Okay. So, standing in this town square with a few people walking around and occasionally giving you a sideways glance, wondering what the outsiders are doing here. You just open your mind to the spiritual world to see what you can detect and what kind of threat is here that is why you're here. You can't detect a single thing, but you do see a lot of the people have a dark aura around them, shadow that is sort of like, it looks like the light isn't touching them as strongly as as you think it should. And it's probably about half the people in the street have this aura. Somebody chatting? I lost the chat.
Oh no, it's just you could keep going.
Okay.
I'm just being silly, as per usual.
The huge.
There it is. Yeah. Okay, so I think that's the best clue I can give you right now. You're seeing some sort of shadow energy around a lot of people in this town.
Could I have used my lore library to prepare for this?
Lore library. When you hit the book table, flip forward. Yeah. We'll say you had done that before leaving, and then now you can also investigate a mystery if you and it does say as long as the historical or reference works are appropriate. So it kind of determines, what are you doing to investigate the mystery? In the way that Luna said, I'm opening up my mind to the sight and see the invisible. What can I find? What are you doing?
I will say that just to kind of add on to this and to kind of jump off of what Cornelius is saying, knowing that like Cornelius is like a really smart guy that's really good at reading the books, and August has a lot of connections, and she threw out the idea of kind of going to like the library and checking the local newspaper. I'm gonna like generally recommend to at least like the three of us in that group that we like go to the library and look through local newspapers, and like that way Cornelius can use like his lore library literally at a library, just to see like if there's anything weird in the history of this town.
Yeah,
I think would be a good thing to do. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
I was going to look for any historical precedent for something of this nature.
So Isaac, does that tell me what sort of creature it is, or?
We'll say that the short answer to your question is it is a creature of darkness. Is all I can give you right now.
I like it.
And I think I would see Luna, like
I'm doing my thing.
she's doing her thing, so I'm gonna say I know when she's doing it. Like, I know it looks like she's a baby taking a poo or something, but
What?
my nieces when they were babies, if you don't have kids, you don't know, but they make
No,
a poo,
that's what
they make a
you
poo
mean,
face. But I see her doing that, and I go, so what did you find?
The people here are shadowy.
Shadowy? Like they
Like the
cast a
light-
shadow?
No, the light doesn't touch them. Like they have a shadow over them.
Like a dark aura?
Yeah. I only get a sense of some sort of creature of darkness, but that's it.
That'll give us something to look for.
Yeah. Do I really look like I'm taking a poop?
Not really taking a poo. It's just like the expression you always
I'm
make when you're
concentrating.
doing it. It's just
I'm trying to focus.
Are we all together right now? Like, did the
Yeah,
rest
yeah, you
of
guys
us hear
basically
that?
just parked
Okay.
and got out of the car. So
So I'm just going to take out my brand new notebook. And I'm just going to make a note of that. I'm just going to write that down,
mhm.
including the expression.
You're gonna do a little courtroom sketch. Okay. So now we're gonna have Cornelius and Bob and August are going to the library.
I think it's a good plan.
And-
Yeah. For them.
And then Quinn and Molly and Luna. Why are you guys small?
Gwen is so big. We'll fit in her pocket.
It's fine. It's fine. We'll come
Oh,
along.
She just holds
where-
our hands. We
oh,
just skip.
Don't move the background. Where are you guys going?
I'm gonna kind of give a knowing look to Luna, and I am going to hold out my garlic necklace to Quinn and say, I made this for you. Would you like one?
I think Quinn's just gonna hold her hand out and like accept this really strange gift, and just say thank you.
Well, can you try it on? I want to make sure it is the right length for you.
You might need to add another clove or bunch.
I've got more in my pockets if we
She
need
had
it.
to resize mine.
Just slowly slip it on over my head while I'm watching my brother walk away with
I'm standing there giggling at you, just so you
Okay.
know. I'm laughing at you. Because I don't think I'm with the other. Is it established that I'm with the other two?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I mean,
Going
yeah?
to the library?
I don't know if it was established that they left yet, but I mean, I thought that's what the group was going to be. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I can go with them. Yeah.
My plan was to do that once Quinn was alone.
Okay.
Okay, gotcha.
I
No boys
accept the
allowed.
garlic and put it on very skeptically
Okay.
because I don't really know Molly yet.
We're just gonna make a little note in my notebook, but you're
Just
good.
gonna peer over at the notebook and do a little nod and then walk away.
It's just right. I think that's exactly your size. Come along.
Okay.
You can come with us. I don't know where we're going, but you can come with us.
Should we do the library scene and then we'll come back to you guys wherever you're going?
Yeah.
Great idea.
All right. I made 2 location slide decks so we can have 2 different groups in 2 different places. I had more interior images, but I forgot to upload them all, so this is the only office building that I have. It will work for library and police station and everything else.
As we're walking in, I'm giving Bob a lecture on the Dewey Decimal System.
Okay.
Amazing.
Bob is
So-
trying really hard to like get all the information, but he's just too stunned by your chiseled jawline to take in all the information. But
It is a lot.
at least,
a lot of information.
yeah, it's a lot it's a lot of information to take in. Yeah. And just so you know, inside the library at random points, Bob's gonna walk up to Cornelius and be like, "Is this book of any use for us?"
And
Because he is not a scholar.
I will patiently look at what you've brought to me and say, and just shake my head. No, not that book. Not disappointedly, just more. That's a lot of enthusiasm.
Yeah, just you know, just every like 10 minutes, he's gonna come at you with another one. It's just, what about this one?
No,
This one mentions monsters in it.
Is that Grimm's Fairy Tales? That's
Grimm, like the Grim Reaper, I can kill him.
different Grimm. It's an author. I think he was around when I was a kid.
God damn it! And he'll just like throw it to the side and just go back and get another one. He's just gonna do that on loop. So you guys do what you want.
Okay.
So I will get frustrated that there isn't a card catalog anymore, and make my way over to the computer and start doing a search.
Okay.
And I guess should I do an investigate a mystery with a
Yes, yeah, you could do investigate a mystery, and you're just searching for information, like just unusual stuff in the town history.
yeah, and well, yeah. So I think this is. Oops. +1. 13. Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Okay, so that gives you a 2 hold on the investigate a mystery, which means you get to ask 2 questions.
Okay, so since I know that people are kind of shrouded in darkness or something, I'm gonna look for information on what might cause that, or what might be resulting, or what might result in that.
Okay. Okay, so then ask one of the questions from the investigative mystery list.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can hurt it? Where
I don't
did it
see the
go?
list. Oh, wait, I gotta open up this thing. Okay, I see.
Okay.
It was collapsed. So I have one left. I have two holds, right? So okay.
You do have 2 holds.
What is being concealed here?
Okay.
Ooh.
You find a lot is being concealed here. Many of the newspaper records, while they appear to be complete, when looking at them through the level of detail necessary for the research you're doing, you find entire missing pages, some entire missing days. There's definitely stuff missing. Through your thorough investigation, however, does find a couple indicators to what is missing. Definitely any indicator of people missing are not there. There is no obituaries in any of the newspapers that are still here, and there's no records of local elections or other, like, what you would typically expect, like civic historical events to be, like, when the mayor's office changed hands or whatever. Like, you're not finding those records of those things.
So like, I would either take for granted there are really no elections happening, or if there are, they're being suppressed.
That's pretty much, those are the two conclusions you could draw from the information you have, yes.
Okay, and
If I can ask a question about his research, if I'm allowed to do that. Does he even see a record of a mayor existing at all, or is it just like no elections or processes? Does he ever see anything like Mayor
there's a-
Lewis says this?
Yes, there's a reference to the mayor does exist.
Okay.
and should I use my other one right now, or I guess
Yeah, you use it in this scene. It's just there to
Okay.
keep track in case there's a longer discussion about the question. So
So I'll go back down to 0, and I guess I will do. What happened here?
okay. You find well, first off, you one of the curious gaps that you find is that there's no records of any newspapers recent. Probably the newest one is about 3 weeks old and coincides with the surge of energy that CISRA agents detected.
Mm.
And you were asking what happened here. Okay, so yeah, that no, let's say there is more recent stuff, but the more recent stuff is even more heavily redacted than the older stuff, and you can still find a few clues that it seems that there was something that caused an official, like an emergency response of some kind. There was like a panic in the town square, and a bunch of officials had like scooted all the civilians away, like quarantined the area for a couple days. And all of this you're piecing together from just scraps of references to the actual redacted article.
So I'll draw August and whistle for Bob.
Mhm.
And kind of tell him what I found and point out the inconsistencies and the things that are and are not happening.
We should go to the local office and interrogate the mayor.
Oh, that might be a good place to start. Well done, young man.
Thanks.
Oh my god.
I love it.
Okay, is there anything else you or any Cornelius or Bob or August want to do at the library? Otherwise, we'll switch back to the other scene.
Yeah, to just like elaborate on Bob will elaborate on his idea of talking to the mayor of just so it seems like they have a mayor, but they don't have elections. So maybe instead of talking to people around the town and arousing suspicion, we should just go straight to the source and say, "Hey, what's going on here?" and see if we can get something out of them. I know August does have possibly some tools that would allow us to figure out where the source of magic is coming from, but maybe the mayor can give us an idea of where to start to cut back on time. The fuck?
Okay. Anything else? Okay. We'll go back to Street View. How you ladies doing?
Hello.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi.
So this is going to happen concurrently with the library scene, and you guys did the garlic exchange while they walked off. Where
Garlic
Do
exchange.
where do you think where do you think you can go that can gather more information? I mean, there is even people here. You could just talk to people in the street if you wanted to.
We have a plan.
We would like to go to the park.
Sorry, the what?
The park.
The
Is
park.
there a park?
Okay. Sure. There's a
Yay!
park.
Like there better be a park.
Like, I hope there's a park with a duck pond or something.
Yeah. I do not have a prepared background for that, so we're going to leave you on this page. But
That's fine. The park is
we'll-
just here to the right.
yeah, the
on
park is
left.
right nearby. This is the town square by the
This is
green
it.
space.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
okay. So what are you doing in the park?
We want to talk to the old ladies that feed the ducks and pigeons. And
Great
see
plan.
what they've seen because, the old people, they see everything.
Okay.
We do. We really do.
See?
One of us.
Okay.
I've
I
learned.
have a special move available for you that I've prepared for this situation.
Oh.
If when a hunter tries to strike up a conversation with the townsfolk, press them to reveal more than they intend to, you could roll plus charm.
Exciting.
Oh boy. Bonus.
And I have results that will happen based on your roll. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
Which one do we use?
Just
You
investigate.
can click the button next to your charm stat. That will just be a generic plus charm roll.
Oh, okay.
Are we all rolling?
Let's do it one at a time, but you'll roll once per conversation. So this is unlimited, though. You can pick new people each time.
How many people are here? Do we know? Like how many little old ladies?
Let's say there's at least 2.
Okay. I think maybe you two should do this. Because I think you each have something that can, like, telepathy. Words are not my strong. Thank you. Strong suit today, and then Quinn, I think you can manipulate people if needed.
Yeah. Okay, I can.
Okay, so you're gonna approach the old lady feeding the ducks.
Yeah. I'm
Yes.
going
And-
to use my telepathy to put into the mind of the first lady we approach that she is the grandmother of Quinn, and she's going to be super happy to see her granddaughter.
Okay, that is definitely a manipulate someone roll.
What?
You're swinging for the fences here.
Do I just
So,
roll?
I mean, that's all.
That's
Can your
part of, like,
telepathy actually do that? Let me check.
it says you can manipulate someone without speaking.
Okay. Yeah, so the way manipulate someone is you're basically asking them to do something. And so then when you succeed on a manipulate someone roll, then they will do what you ask for the reason you give them. And on a mixed success, they'll do it, but only if you do something for them right now to show them that you mean it. And on a failure, then they won't. So if you're not asking them to do something, you're just what you're trying. I know what you're trying to. You're trying to do a help out move to give Quinn a plus forward on her roll. When you help another hunter roll plus cool, and on a 10 plus, your help grants them a plus 1 on their roll. So that's what you're doing.
Oh, a help out. Okay. Okay. So I would just roll the help out dice then?
Yes.
Okay. It is okay.
It's a success.
You get the
It is
plus
a mixed
1.
success.
So you get a
Okay.
plus 1.
But you also expose yourself to trouble or danger.
fine. It's fine.
I'll be okay.
Okay. Okay, so we'll do Quinn's exchange first, and then we'll see what happens to Luna. Go ahead and do your old lady interrogation, Quinn.
I love this. This is great. I'm gonna walk up to the first one. I'm assuming maybe she's sitting on a bench. And I'm
Yeah.
just gonna say, Nana! Hi, Nana!
Oh, hello. Hello, honey. What are you doing here?
Oh, I'm just in town for a visit. I brought my friends from school. This is Luna and this is Molly. Guys, this is my Nana.
Hey, dear.
Hi, Nana.
Hi, Nana.
Do you want some chocolate? I got some chocolate here, and she's like digging in her pockets.
Oh,
Further's-
Nana,
further's original.
that's okay. Listen, we heard something about town. We heard some people were going missing. Do you know anything about that?
All right. Go ahead and roll your plus cool or plus charm for that, and we'll continue the role playing after I see how effective that was.
So just mechanics. The thing up here with the input value came up with like a plus minus forward. Do I do anything there or just submit?
You have a +1 forward from Luna's help out.
Okay.
That's a 13 today.
Nice.
Nice.
Using them all early though. Let's see
Yeah.
what happens later.
No. This is okay.
Don't put that on us.
She's gonna have all
Okay.
high rolls all day.
Okay, so restate your question.
I asked her if she knew anything about the people going missing in town, right? Yeah.
Okay. Well, she is a little unsettled by that question. You can tell she looks a little scared now, but she's like, "Oh, no, I haven't heard about any people missing, but there were some. My neighbor found a dead dog when she was on a walk out in the woods outside of town, and its eyes were missing."
Ew.
Ew, that's terrible.
Does your Nana like garlic?
Oh,
Nana, do you want some
I have
garlic?
plenty of garlic. I have a lot of garlic at home too.
I'm just gonna like I'm just gonna pull like a clove from my pocket,
Okay.
like just one clove, and hand it to
Okay.
Travel
her.
garlic.
Yes, emergency
Oh,
garlic.
Thank you. She hands you back a chocolate wrapped in foil that's like a
That
little bit melted from being in her pocket.
is amazing. Exactly how I was hoping this exchange would go. I'm gonna eat that chocolate.
Nana, you seem like you're a little scared or a little off today. Is everything okay?
Oh, I just don't like talking about these things. I'm here to feed the ducks and not think about the worries of the world.
Oh, Nana.
Right. Am I able to talk to Luna without speaking out loud?
I can read your mind.
She can read your mind, but she has to say she's doing it. Like she's not
Okay.
gonna be constantly reading your mind. So
Oh,
I mean, this time we can retcon and say that you've agreed to do that. Sort of like have private conversations, but let's make sure we establish that before a scene going forward.
Okay.
I'm just gonna maybe make eye contact with you then, Luna, and ask, is there anything else we want to know from this lady before we move on to the next lady?
No, I think that's it. We should just go. and let her feed her duckies.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. We can continue the scene if you want to approach the other old lady on a different bench, or we can back to the other group and see if they want to do their next scene, or switch who's in what group.
You finish your old ladies.
Finish them. Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah, I say just go through all the old ladies, just get all the conversations done. Go for it.
Yep. All right.
So-
Love you, Nana. Bye.
Take
Hi,
care,
honey.
Nana.
Until next time.
I'll have better candy for you then.
Oh.
Okay. Stay safe. Make good choices.
You're a good egg, Nana.
Okay. So, how are you approaching the other old lady? Who's like aware of your presence now? You've been in the park for a while. They saw you talking to
We
the
just
first lady
also walk up to this one. Hello, Nana.
She's completely like,
She's my
hi.
father's mother. It's fine.
already.
Oh dear. Hmm.
I'll let one of you guys do the next one,
I
maybe.
can use the telepathy to read the old lady's mind. If you guys want to like try to strike up a conversation with her, just be like, "Hey, ma'am, we've just going around asking some people about stuff going on. Just wondering if you've seen anything."
Do you like garlic? We're from
Are
the.
you guys still planning, or are you actually approaching the old
Oh
lady?
no,
Planning.
this is what I want. This is
Oh, no.
this is what I want to say. I want to walk up.
Okay.
No, are we not?
Oh no, if you're gonna just go and do it, yeah, go for it. I will use the telepathy as she is walking
Okay.
up.
Then that's where I'm gonna get out another clove of garlic from my pocket and
Mhm.
offer it. We're gonna beat this dead horse a little bit, but it's appropriate, I think, for the scenario.
I like it.
I'm just gonna. Can I maybe sell a little bit of a lie and say that we're selling garlic and we're giving away free samples? We're new garlic farmers in the area.
Do it. Do your thing, girl.
All right, that's what I would like to do. To the next old lady, I guess, is try and strike up a conversation that way.
Okay.
Is she? Do I have to? I don't have to roll for that though, right? Like I'm just gonna. Is that manipulating? I'm just kind of
Manipulate is when you're
gaslighting.
asking them to do something for you. So
Not really.
this is,
Then.
So this is the thing in this game. It's not unlike D&D where like almost everything you do there's a roll to see if you succeed or fail. In this one, almost anything you can narratively justify will happen when you say it, and then the roll is there for if it will make the story more interesting if there's a chance of failure, and if you're trying to do something that's beyond normal human capabilities. So like when Luna's doing her telepathy stuff, then yeah, I'm going to make her roll more often for that kind of thing. But if you're just talking to an old lady, then you just talk to the old lady. You don't have to roll for anything until you ask her to do something, or which includes answering questions, right?
Perfect. Okay, then that's what I will do. We're just gonna chat about garlic.
Okay.
Is she gonna take my garlic?
Yeah, she'll take your garlic. Here, I got an
Hell
old lady
yeah.
icon for you.
Amazing.
She's awesome.
Yeah, okay. I got to remember to bring in the NPCs when you start interacting with them. I made so many.
And okay, so I'm just gonna also like take out my notebook and I'm just gonna
Okay.
make a little note in my notebook
Okay.
for right now. And is Luna getting any I guess
Do I have to roll
that's not up
for
to me to ask.
No, you're basically just reading surface thoughts right now. If you want to do
Yes.
something like try to get her to act in a certain way, then I'll make you
No.
roll for it, right?
No, I'm just
Um,
reading her thoughts.
Okay, so the surface thoughts you're just getting right now is like, who are these people? What are they doing here? Why? Where did they come from? Kind of thing. So that's where it
It's
is
about
right
the
now.
monster.
Yeah. So you're going to proceed with a line of questioning, or are you just going to talk about garlic for a while?
Wow. I
I'm gonna
can talk
give
about
Quinn.
garlic.
Yeah, I think Molly's gonna be talking about garlic, so I'm gonna give Quinn like a raised eyebrow and then like tilt my head to just be like, "Go, like, you, please help." She's
You
Um,
don't,
seeing-
Luna, you don't have to be nonverbal. You can literally just talk to them, right? And
But I'm
it's
trying to
telepathy, right?
focus on what she's thinking about, so I'm just like, "Go, while I
Okay.
think about them." I'm trying to focus. I can't
Seeing
multitask. The ADHD can't do it.
seeing Molly open up her notebook and start jotting down notes, Quinn will just jump in there and say, "Hi, my friends and I are in town for a couple of days. Do you can you tell us a bit about the town and what a couple of out of town people should do? What's new in this town?"
Okay, go ahead and roll a plus charm on that. What was that?
Yeah.
Okay, mixed success. She's like, she says, "Oh, I don't know why you would stop in this town. There's nothing interesting here for anybody. I mean, that's why most interesting thing is these ducks. I mean, look at how colorful they are." And she throws some more bread at the ducks. Luna, she is obviously concealing something. She just doesn't want to talk about the town. She's like, "Oh, these more outsiders. We need to. I hope they leave soon and don't get caught up in all the trouble."
Okay.
Can I use one of my abilities here?
What ability are you thinking of using?
I am thinking of using Grifter,
Hmm.
which means I can ask you to tell me what will convince this person to do what I want.
Okay. Well, then I'll also need to know what you want them to do so that I can answer that fully.
I want her to tell us what the heck's going on in this town.
Okay. Yeah, so if you want her to basically tell you everything she knows about what's going on in the town, does your grifter ability need you to roll for it, or is it just something you get to ask me?
I think it's just something I get to ask you. It doesn't have a roll thing next to it.
Okay, let me just check it real quick. Grifter, when you are about to manipulate someone, you can ask the keeper what will convince the person to do what I want. The keeper must answer honestly, but not necessarily completely. Okay. Yeah, so your grifter ability sees that in order to get her to give you what you want, which is information about the details of what's going on in this town, she would need a guarantee of safety for herself and her family.
Or your garlic necklace. It's fine.
All right, then. Knowing this, I'll change up what I'm saying a little bit and say, look, I'm going to be honest with you. We're actually like kind of investigators and we're in town to try to like figure out what's going on and we really want to keep people safe. Is there anything you can tell us about what's been happening?
Okay. You can roll your manipulate someone now, and then how is that going to roll? So manipulate someone. Yeah, then on a 10 plus, they'll do it for the reason you gave them. And on a 7 to 9, they'll do it, but you have to give them something more.
Ooh.
Failure. Okay.
It's fine.
um, sorry, trying to- On a failure, your approach is completely and you offend or anger the target. Okay.
Ooh, she's
She's-
gonna throw breadcrumbs at us.
no, she's
Oh, no.
she's just like she stands up and she just says no, 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 this isn't good. Stay back. You're gonna put us. You can't ask questions like that around here. This is too dangerous. And she starts trying to walk away.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Sorry.
So remember to mark experience for failing the roll.
Did anything flash in her head that Luna could have heard
Hmm.
when she thought about
Good
that?
question. Yeah. It's basically just real quick thoughts of missing people and other official. Let's see, telepathy, visual or just language
And read
based.
people's thoughts and put words into their mind that can allow you
Okay.
to investigate a
Yeah.
mystery.
Okay. I was thinking about a scene where there were some officials basically pressing her to not talk about something. Okay, I think that's that scene. You guys can think about what you want to do next while I go back to the library. How you guys doing over here?
Yeah, well, I think we said that we would want to maybe try to like hunt down the mayor or just whatever official we can find and just ask
Mhm.
them questions.
Okay.
Was Cornelius able to pick up like where that would be from his research, like what direction we should go in?
Oh, it was definitely like in as much as it was easy to find the library, it will also be just as easy to find the town hall or mayor's office and stuff. All the establishments of a small town are not hidden. Is that what you were asking?
Yeah.
Okay.
In that case, I mean, I think we agreed to go to the mayor's office, right? The three of us did.
I think
Yeah.
I think as we're as the last thing I do, I would consult my mystical library just for in preparation if I need to use magic.
Okay.
All right. On the way to the office, though, I will suggest to the party, right? I'll kind of say, all right, listen, all right, I'm the muscle, all right. Cornelius is the grumpy old guy, very handsome grumpy old guy, but still a grumpy old guy. August, you're a corporate person. You're used to PR speak. I think if any of us were to talk to the mayor, I think it should be you. Right, exactly. Yeah. So I say we let her take the lead on this one.
No qualms with that. Official to official is always a good start.
Exactly.
Okay. I don't have a different office room, so we're staying in this. Let me get a couple tokens prepared. And
Was Cornelius able to get a name for the mayor at all, or no?
yeah, I have a name. Let me get that for you too, real quick.
Sure.
1 second.
Yeah, hold on. While he's looking for that, I'll kind of give you the rundown of what he found because I take absurd notes. So essentially, he asked two questions of what is being concealed and what happened here. The question of what's being concealed, there are a lot of records that are just missing. So either they're incomplete or just not there, like say whole days are missing. There's no obituaries or any accounts of missing people. And there's also civic events missing, like say elections and other things that you might expect a small town to have. Additionally, this will be a key detail for you and your hook, right? There's no recent newspapers. The newspaper is from 3 weeks ago, which actually coincides from when Sursa got the energy spike. So around the time that Sursa saw the energy spike, then that papers just stopped for some reason.
No,
and there was some kind of emergency response there. Sorry, go ahead.
I started with that, but then I retconned it a little bit to make sure you had enough clues to actually proceed. The recent newspapers are much more heavily redacted than the older stuff. Anything since that incident has a lot more missing from it, but there are still some records.
Oh, okay. So to correct what I'm saying, like when I said like, no obituaries or accounts of missing people, that was the last 3 weeks.
No obituaries or accounts of missing people is the entire archive. So
that's just the entire archive.
There's noticeable gaps in the entire newspaper archive, and the last 3 weeks of stuff has a lot more missing. You're like, if I put all the stuff together, this is nowhere near a complete newspaper. Like there's huge, like A3 to A20 is missing. So.
Oh, okay. So what you were saying, just so we're all clear, is that the more recent newspapers are just more redacted. It's not like there's none. It's just like 90% missing. Okay, cool.
Correct.
All right, excellent. But yeah, Kevin, that's what we got from Cornelius's research in regards to there's just a lot of stuff missing that it started to get more intense around the time that Sursa saw the magical energy spike. So that's what you're going to be questioning the mayor about. Yeah.
Okay. Mayor has that's on how to deal with layers here. Layer, there you go. Now you can see people. Got a secretary. All right, how do you approach it?
Well, I think we already agreed that we're going to let August just take the reins and just let her corporate background carry us.
Oh, you're here to see the mayor. I'm sorry, he is out for the day. Can I take a message for him? Okay. That's a move. How does that, can you link the move there for flashing your badge? But there's a little arrow icon next to your playbook move that you can click on, right? So it goes in the chat. Otherwise, or I can just open your character sheet. Hold on, I'm doing that. I thought flashing your badge was a thing. Okay, never mind. Okay, never mind. Go ahead.
What was that?
Sorry, I just coughed.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Bless.
Everyone's safe. Everyone's safe.
I thought it was the dog.
I am having problems. Sorry.
Yeah, feel free to take a minute. Yeah.
I was trying to find the mute button and then I hung up on the call. Just all the problems.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Start over, August. I'm sorry.
You're good.
Okay. So I'm gonna take this as a manipulate someone to get an audience with the mayor. Go ahead and roll manipulate someone. You shouldn't. Manipulate someone is usually charm. The button next to manipulate someone in your expanded hunter reference will use the right stat, or you can just roll plus charm if you want to do that. Okay. I think it's because in some moves let you use a different stat to do things, and maybe it's just being flexible for you. Okay, success. Okay, well, so they're gonna do what you asked for the reason you gave them, which is official business. You need to do this. She says, okay, well, he really isn't available today, but I can let him know that you are you're here to see him and put an appointment on his calendar tomorrow morning. Okay. So she books you an appointment with the mayor for 10 a.m. tomorrow. And I need to get you a name for the mayor. 1 second. Here we are. Daryl Rush is the mayor.
Sorry.
Random name generators are great.
I love it.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to do at the mayor's office or in the conversation with this secretary? Sounds like you're planning lunch already, so. Hello? Okay. Okay, well, it's probably a good idea for you to meet back up and compare notes anyway, so a diner scene doesn't sound like that bad of an idea.
Come on, boys. Never, and of course you, August. Let's go get some grub. We can talk.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So
I
we'll
have
go
while you're
back
doing
here.
that, I have something
and-
that I would like to ask.
Okay.
Can I use one of my connect the dot? And
Anytime you want.
I would like to ask you when and where the next critical event will occur, please.
Excellent. The next critical event will happen in the outskirts of town.
In 10 minutes.
She just looks over.
Well,
We gotta
you
go.
know the when and where. Yeah, it'll be a little. You'll have time to do your compare notes and stuff, and then the next scene, you know the when and where, so you can be there when it happens.
Okay. Thank you.
Mark down one of your hold so that you have
Yep.
the tracking on that, and
Got it.
and we're good. Okay.
Sorry, real quick. When you said outside the town, did you say the one? I might have missed it.
Maple Hill is the name of this town. Outskirts is a location I have prepared, and that is where the event will happen.
Wait, it's Maple Hill?
Maple Hill is the name of the town. I think that's the only town name I've said this whole time.
I think
What did you write down?
you said Walnut Hill, maybe.
Oh, okay. I have Walnut Hill in my notes, so I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
All right, I did hear
Yeah,
that somewhere. Okay.
I might have
It's fine. They're
All right,
both
let's-
beautiful.
all right.
I might
Walnut
have two
maple.
different. I might have forgot which one it was while I was writing the whole thing, and I'm realizing now in my notes it refers to it in both back and forth. So
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Well, let's establish the canon. You want to go with walnut or maple?
We're gonna go with Walnut Hill. Walnut
People
Hill.
who are
Walnut.
really
Okay.
from the area know that Maple
They
Hill is
know,
the
yeah.
old name. You know,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what it used to be called. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Isaac, I know you got rid of the old lady icon, but before she completely disappears, can I jinx her?
Okay. While she's mad at you and wandering away, telling you keep
She's
things
not
secret
mad at
and don't
me.
be
She's
dangerous.
mad at Quinn.
What? Okay. What is the intended outcome of your jinx?
I would like her to I would like her to target loses something that you will soon find. So maybe it will be a clue because she knew something. She just didn't want to tell us because she was scared. So I want her to drop something. Maybe it will help us in our investigation.
Okay. Let me look at that again and see if there what I can give you from that.
Okay.
Okay. Jinx. Target loses something that you will soon find. Okay. All right. I'll you'll find that soon. You'll find that in the next scene. Then. And I'm gonna pull in the other characters for the diner scene here. Why am I still on the set? Okay. Anyway.
I'm gonna step. I'm gonna step away for 30 seconds. I'll be right back. Sorry.
Okay.
Do I have to roll for my jinx?
I don't think so.
No?
Look at it again. Is there a dice next to it? It doesn't say.
Yeah.
It says.
At the
Oh, there
very
is a dice.
bottom. Yeah.
When you jinx your target, roll plus weird. Yes, go ahead and roll. You have to do that roll first.
Okay.
Yeah, and then it says spend your hold. Okay, so yeah. And you got
10.
a success.
Our rolls are huge today. What the hell?
I know.
Great.
I'm like you guys are making more progress than I was expected by now too. So
Ooh.
all right, so you have hold 2, which means you can do 2 things.
Oh,
They're going to lose something that you will find soon. What else do you want to do this old lady that just wants to keep her family safe?
Poor Nana.
can I just help a hunter giving them +1 forward by interfering with their enemy? So like whatever,
In-
like a preemptive or no?
Hold on, let's see. It's only going to be in relation to this old lady, though.
It's only
So-
with the old lady.
Oh
God.
no.
Can I have her
Who
lose
wants
2
to fight an
things?
old lady?
Yeah, you could have her lose 2 things.
Okay.
That'll be
'Cause,
fine.
yeah, I was like, it's
You
either
don't-
that
you
or
don't-
she finds
you don't-
something I left for her, and I don't know how I'm gonna leave something for
Leave
her
her
when
some
she's
more
running away
garlic.
from us. She just finds tons of garlic and just never-ending garlic.
Yeah, but you don't have to use both of them either. But
Okay, I'll just
yeah,
I'll just use one then. Do I
Okay.
do like hold one still or
Nope.
no then?
nope, that doesn't stick around because it's just in relation to her. Then
Okie dokie. No, that's fine.
Um,
I'll just do the one then.
okay. So we're back.
Yay, I jinxed somebody.
Let's go here for lunch. Okay. So you're gonna get together for a lunch at a local cafe.
Preferably a buffet.
Something with a good seniors discount.
Yes. I do like that. I do like a discount.
I got
2 orders
you
of fish and
go.
chips.
Yeah. Okay, so go ahead and start your comparing notes while I get some NPCs in play here.
Okay. I think we'll say that we get there first. So we'll pick a nice table inside, out of the weather, and near the windows, so we can keep an eye
And
on
3
the
baskets of
street.
bread.
And we'll wave the other group over when they arrive.
I'm like taking one of the cloves of garlic and rubbing it into some of the table bread, like the bread they give.
Table bread.
What is? Wait, you're just taking the clove of garlic and rubbing that directly onto the bread?
Oh yeah,
Make some garlic
Delicious.
bread. Tasty.
What? Okay.
that's the thing.
Mm.
Yeah.
Garlic directly?
Yeah.
You'll just mash it?
Let's have
Yeah.
the professionals
It-
do it.
Works
The
better
bread
with
is
toast, but
toasted.
yeah.
Yeah, if it's toasted, then it'll scratch the garlic and put some butter over that. Oh my god.
Done.
Oh man, I want to try that actually.
While we're waiting for the other group to arrive, what's the vibe in the diner? Like, is everybody happy or is it like real dark and down?
That sounds like a read a bad situation. Nah, no. The vibe is medium, I guess. It's not. I mean, it's not very chatty. It's not a lively diner like you might expect at like a roadside,
Not yet.
eatery or something, right? Yeah. But there are some quiet conversations happening and stuff, and Una, you can like we said earlier, you can use your sight anytime you want. If you want to reassess what you saw initially or get more information about specific people, you can still do that and see maybe you want to read a specific person's aura or something. You do have to tell me you're doing it, right?
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, the vibe isn't lively, but it just looks like people are just here to get some food. And this NPC is your waitress, comes up and says, "Hey there. My name's Katie. I'll be your server. Can I help you today?"
Do you serve breakfast all day?
We do indeed.
Can I get a short stack of pancakes with some strawberries on the side? And I would like an order of fish and chips and a bowl of chili with no onions, please.
All right. And then she like looks around the table and she's like,
Oh,
"Is that
I
all?"
would like a,
Did she just pour
I
water
would like
on
a
the
big
table?
breakfast.
Sorry, people were talking at once.
Yep. Go ahead, Ryan.
I heard the water pour. Was she pouring water for the table?
That was
Yeah.
very appropriate.
No, I was like, wow. And
I
very
was
interactive.
refilling my cup
I
at the
thought
same
it
time.
was a sound effect you were doing on purpose. It was
I
amazing.
did too.
She's getting us glasses of water. She's taking our order. Love it.
Bob will order one big breakfast.
Okay. Bob breakfast.
No, the big breakfast. Whatever that might be here. Every diner has one. We know what we're talking about, right? I want the big breakfast.
It's
The lumberjack special.
Whatever it's called.
it's just a three plate sized pancakes topped with a Cobb salad.
Gross.
That's the
Yeah.
Wendy's special.
and ranch dressing.
Yeah.
Oh.
And meat sauce.
Meat sauce. Yeah.
That one's the Wendy's special.
Yeah. Okay. We don't have to RP all your orders, but if you want to, we'll go around the table.
I just want something that's high in fiber.
Okay.
Oh boy.
I would
Cabbage. Do you have cabbage?
Grape
See what I
nuts
can
and
do. We
celery
got
is
some
good
coleslaw.
enough.
great.
That'll-
Oh. I would like to know if you use any genetically modified foods here. Do you have an ingredient list for your menu? For your whole menu?
I will have to go check on that. She's like looking at the menu and it's like, that is not a question I get every day. I will right back to you. Is there anything else I can get for the rest of you while I head back to the kitchen?
I think we're good. Thank you.
Okay, so she goes to check on GMOs while and put the rest of your orders in. How do you guys want to catch up on the info you've learned so far?
Oh, I will just ask the ladies. What did you guys discover anything?
There's animals with no eyeballs.
On the outside of town.
Like on purpose?
Well, I don't know. And I'm gonna take like the table lemons and put
Are,
it into my water with a bunch of sugar and try to make
are,
like
are,
lemonade.
are they dead or
Table
alive?
lemon.
Are they dead or alive animals?
I think they're dead.
Uh,
I mean, they don't have their eyeballs, and they're
Hmm.
just probably dead.
Interesting. Luna, did you get any more readings off the people?
Well, there was this lady that knew something, but she was too scared to talk to anybody, and she needed. She just felt really scared, so maybe she just needed help.
Mhm.
But hopefully she'll drop something that we can find soon. And then I'll kind of like give him a dead stare and then go back to my lemonade.
Yeah. The people in this town seem to be scared, and it's almost like someone's forcing them not to talk.
Well,
But I will say they all seem to like garlic.
that lines up. We found that a lot of the periodicals here have been redacted and missing information. We were
Can I
gonna
make a
go
sorry?
talk to the mayor. He's not there today. What was that?
Molly, it's a cover up.
I
It
well,
just might.
it's
It just might be.
very convenient that the mayor is out today. But can I just make a special request? I know this might be a little backwards in doing things here, but can I sit beside Bob in some capacity?
Sure.
Of course, absolutely. You can always sit by me.
Perfect.
I understand you want to bask in my glorious chosen oneness. You know the powers that you
Luna's
failed to get. Don't worry about
jaw is going to like hit the table. Like she what?
And what I'm going to do is just try to casually slip some garlic into
Hmm.
his pocket. Just a pants pocket or some sort of under the table sneaky.
All right. Well, okay. So here's just for interesting tension. You can, I'll let you roll plus cool to try to do that if you
Oh,
want, but it's not going to have a game effect, and there's not going to be a consequence failure, including no experience gain. if you
No,
fail.
no, no. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm gonna say she doesn't have to roll at all. All right. The moment she sits next to me, I'm just gonna assume that she wants to hear one of my excellent tales of glory. So I'm just gonna be too distracted to notice she's doing it.
Okay.
Amazing.
And from across the table, I'm just gonna see her like trying to put her hands in his pockets and just be like, "What are you doing?" Without
I'm
even
just gonna,
thinking
like-
about the garlic.
I'm gonna
Okay.
like wink. And then when it's done, when the deed is done, I'm just gonna pull out my notebook and about very like obviously pull out my notebook, but then like hide it so that like you know what I mean? I got my hand over my writing so no one can see what I'm writing. That's
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Luna, while you're watching this scene go off, and you shift in your chair a little bit uncomfortably, and one of the feet of your chair hits on something, it makes it unstable. When you go look down, it's a wallet on the ground.
Oh, I'm gonna take that.
It's the old lady's wallet. It has her ID and her address and a little bit of money, and also membership cards to Elk Lodge and other organizations.
Blockbuster Video.
Oh.
Petco for all her cats.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm just gonna like wave Molly over and like kind of like make eyes with Quinn and just kind of be like, guys, look it. I know I could do it.
You have telepathy. You don't have to do this.
What'd you find there, Luna?
I'll tell you later, Gramps.
Alrighty. Keep your secrets.
Katie comes back with some of your food and tells Molly, she's like, well, I don't know about all of the stuff, but we do have a salad that's mostly locally grown. If you're concerned about the GMOs, we know that is not GMO for sure. I can tell you.
Just a quick follow-up question for you on that. Do you have a lot of airplanes that go overhead of this area?
Not
Oh,
too
no.
many.
How many would you say on average a year would you get?
I mean,
Just
I'm not-
ballpark it for me.
She's like, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5. I don't look up at the sky that often.
Interesting answer. I think I'm okay, thank you. I don't even need any water. I'm good. I'm good, thank you. I'm just gonna like make a look to the group and be like, don't eat it. Don't eat it, guys. Don't eat it.
I'm like halfway through my pancakes. I'm like, that tastes so good.
I'm inhaling the food like a cartoon character. All right. Nothing can kill me. I am the chosen one, after all.
That's fair. It's not me. I'm not the chosen one.
Yeah,
Aw.
Alan, one thing I realized when I was rereading the character sheets yesterday is that you're being the
I
chosen one.
can't die.
You
I
can't
know.
die. Like literally,
can't
if you
die.
die, it forces you to use a luck point, and then you come back to life, right? Like
I know. I can't die, Isaac.
Yeah, maybe can't die, but if you get that GMO in you, friend, like
I'll
you
recover.
could just
Okay.
grow a third arm or something wild.
That's just another arm to hold another weapon. Okay.
Fair.
I'm gonna scooch the chili over to Cornelius and be like, I got this for you. I know you said you don't like the onions, so I made sure they didn't put onions in, okay?
I'll give her a little side shoulder hug. You're always thinking of me. Thank you so much.
You never eat, and yeah.
Well, it does have the beans. I
Yeah.
need the roughage.
I'm gonna make sure that we sit in opposite corners today.
Okay. So let's see where else.
Did our group
Yeah.
that went to the library, did we share our knowledge yet with the rest of the group? I'm not sure if we did.
Cornelius,
kind of.
Cornelius summarized it a little bit.
Oh yeah, that we have like an appointment with the mayor. Okay, yeah.
Katie noses in and she's like, I heard you guys talking about the dead dogs that were found on the edge of town.
Jesus.
Just
What
gonna
do you-
pull
what-
my notebook out.
What do you
Swan?
What do you know about him, young lady?
$20 bill
Well,
over. He's like, what
I
else do you
hear
know?
I hear a lot here. Everybody talks about stuff in the diner.
Go on.
This isn't the first time that's happened. There's been been a lot in the last couple days.
A lot of
Animals
dead
go
dogs?
missing. Not just dogs, cats, rabbits, birds.
People?
Haven't heard of people, but there have been less customers lately.
Think she's angling for a big
Yeah.
tip.
Well, Darcy's basically giving you the scoop on what she knows about going on around town, what she's heard from specifically related to this event, and maybe if you want to press her for other things, she could reveal more. Sorry, not Darcy. That was the name I gave her before I renamed her this morning. Katie.
This is great.
Where about are these animals gone missing? All over a certain area, or
Well, mostly on the outside of town. And she gives you the she tells you the area of the road out of town, the woods area around that these animals are being found in. So now you all have +1 forward on investigate a mystery related to the dead animals in the outskirts.
+1 forward. That just goes in the little box at the bottom, right? Current hold.
I don't know if there's a box for it, but if you just have a place to take notes, you can have that, because +1 forward is related to a specific thing. This is investigate a mystery related to the dead animals.
May I? I'm not sure this is something I can do. Can I do a pseudo investigate the mystery by just digging into my memory of fighting other monsters to see if things missing their eyes is something that I recall? I'm not sure how to phrase this question.
Definitely something Cornelius can do.
Okay, fair enough.
That's one of his moves.
Okay.
Yeah, so because of that, I'm not gonna give you a version of it. He can do that if he
Sure,
chooses.
no, that's fair. Okay.
if you wanna ask me about it, I can.
Oh, right. Hey, Cornelius, can you help us out? And do you remember anything about possible monsters or anything you've interacted with in the past that removes someone's eyes?
Would I?
Okay, so there's two different things at play now. Bob is asking Cornelius for help, which is the almost always right move. But there's also your dark past that says if you trawl through your memories for something relevant to the case at hand. Okay. Do you want to use your dark past
Yes,
move?
I do.
Okay.
Yes, I do, because it's dark.
Go ahead and roll +weird, and then see what comes. Let's see what we get out of that.
I don't have a +1 for that, do I? Or going forward,
do.
I? I do. Okay.
You don't have a +1 forward. You just have your weird stat is 1.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
7.
Okay, that is a mixed success. +weird on a 7 to 9. Ask one question, and so you have these questions. When I dealt with this creature or one of its kind, what did I learn? What black magic do I know that could help here? Do I know anyone who might be behind this, or who do I know that can help us right now?
I'll do the first one. When I dealt with this creature or one of its kind, what did I learn?
Okay. So, of all the information you've gathered so far, you know that this is a creature of darkness and probably incorporeal in some way, and that bursts of energy, fire, electricity, bright lights are a really helpful way to disorient it, if not damage it directly.
Fire, electricity, and bright lights.
Those are examples. Any kind of like energy burst, you know, maybe even a really loud sound
Or a flamethrower.
or a flamethrower. Yeah.
Oh.
I love it.
Sorry, can you just like repeat like what he learned about the thing?
He can share it with the group. He's just in
Oh,
his
yeah,
memories right
sorry.
now.
I would tell you that. Well, wait, but you asked me if I know what it is, right?
Yeah. Okay. Let's do this in sequence.
Okay.
So you have this information you can share with that after we resolve. Now, Bob asked you a question. What question did Bob ask?
If he knows anything about a monster that removes people's eyes, like essentially, if he either knows what it is or at least has at least heard of it.
Okay. So yeah, so I gave you a weakness of the monster from your roll, and we don't have a name or a description yet, and so you don't have that. And Bob wasn't asking for advice in a specific situation, so that doesn't trigger the
Right,
often
right.
move. Okay.
So, but I would share that I think this might be like something like I've dealt with before in there. Bright lights, flashes, noise can really disorient it. Heat, electricity, doesn't like it very much at all. So get your flamethrowers out.
This might be an important Bob's going to speak up after he said this might be an important detail for me to share. But before I came here, I had a vision about this town, and I was kind of in like this dark space that almost seemed endless, right? And I saw a bright light, kind of as you just mentioned, in that space, and I teleported right to it, and it was like a kind of like a window, and through it I saw this town, but then I also saw almost like a group of people in the woods, and I was actually able to pull one of those people through. So I wonder if maybe my vision there is anything related to the people disappearing. Maybe there's someone trying to open a portal or something, and they're getting sucked in. Maybe in the woods. But just like your comment about the bright lights, just like reminded me of that dream I had.
Maybe. Well done, young man.
Oh, thanks, Cornelius. I appreciate that.
I'm such a tease.
Okay.
Is Katie still standing here through all of this?
She's just hanging out.
He just pulled up a chair.
I've already established. Yeah, she's a nosy girl. So you haven't you didn't push her away. She's very interested in everything you have to say.
She's sharing my fries.
I'll look up to her. What do you think about that, young Missy? Anything you can add to the conversation we're having?
Oh, wow, that is fascinating. And you know, there are a lot of people who like to keep secrets in this town.
You one of them, or are you going to tell us what you know?
I can help you. I can see that you want to solve that you want to make this a better place and stop these problems. But if it's not stopped completely, it puts everybody at risk.
What is it?
There's some people that are messing with dark powers, and
What?
I don't know
What powers?
details, but dark power.
Dark powers.
And I don't know exactly how it works. I just know, sometimes weird stuff happens, and there's the mayor's involved, and and
how do you know he's involved? We're going to meet with him tomorrow morning to get.
Oh, I don't know if that's a good idea. There's
trust it.
Yeah.
Trust. We're really good at talking to people. Don't you worry about us.
Yeah, this, because of everything I overhear here, I know that people will come through and ask me about what I've heard from strangers coming through town and stuff, and I got to keep my job, and so I gotta tell them what I learned. Otherwise, I don't know what'll happen.
Can I just ask real quickly? I know one of my things is like one of my moves is that if someone lies to me, I will know it.
Oh,
and
I knew one
as
of
a
you had that. I forgot who it was.
as
I
a
was like, you need to
reminder.
remind me these things.
Well, I know it's up to us to remind you, and I
Yeah.
was like, I don't know. So just a
Okay.
reminder to you. If
Okay.
she's fibbing, I might be knowing.
Oh, she's not. She's definitely being more honest than anybody in town has so far. So,
Okay. Good to know.
but as she talks, if you feel like it's just her personality, she can't help it. She wants to talk and tell stories, but she's also, the more she shares, the more scared she's getting. So,
Did she share how she knows the mayor is involved?
she sort of roundabout said that there's people that come by and ask her what she knows pretty regularly, and so she picks up from them who's connected to what.
I want to ask her real quick. Katie, was it? Beautiful name. 2 major questions. One, do you guys have any local elections or anything like that? Because my good friend Cornelius here tried looking through the records and he found nothing.
I can't remember.
Okay, interesting. And question number 2, do you have any to-go boxes? This is excellent. I just want to take this on the road.
Yes, I'll get you a to-go box right away. Okay.
Oh, thank you so much.
Now, 2 steps away from your table to actually do her job. Okay, anything else you want to discuss out of earshot? Yeah.
She's just angling for a big tip, I'm telling you.
I think it's fair that we give her a good tip. She's been very helpful.
10%, that's my limit.
10% is your limit, old man.
It's like so many people just don't want to work these days. Nice when you find somebody who does, I guess, even if there are a lot of airplanes in this area.
Yeah. But Bob, I think you're right. She's being pretty forthright. We should give her 12%.
I'm starting to rethink my feelings about you, old man. 12%.
Well, you can feel free to add on anything you feel necessary.
Okay. All right. But it seems like our next step, I asked the rest of the party, might be to go to the outskirts of town and look for some of these animals, maybe some people in the woods.
Or go talk to the lady. We found her purse or her bag or her wallet, whatever it was.
Oh, yeah, we should return that. Yeah, that'd be a really good idea. That'd be the right thing for us to do. Right, Luna?
Yeah.
I mean, did Luna share that she found this?
Not yet.
Okay.
You told somebody.
Oh, sorry. Oh, okay.
I saw her pick it. I
think Cornelius saw her pick it up. Yeah.
Because I thought he called her out. That's why I was like. That's why I thought.
I'll tell you
That's why I
later.
thought we knew. Okay.
Gonna order a banana pudding or coconut cream pie slice, and then take that with the wallet, so it's like a peace offering.
I'll just get a slice of cherry pie for myself while I'm here.
Good choice.
Oh, nothing I like more than a cherry pie. Reminds me of the 40s.
Holy crap.
He's so old. Holy shit.
You
you
love
want that.
it.
Yeah, I love him. I love him.
He's using his dark past to sustain his vitality. He's like Mr. Burns.
I was gonna say,
Like-
I used magic and occult powers to extend
Yeah.
my life beyond normal human lifespan.
You didn't say which 40s. Could have been the 1840s.
This might be it.
I'm very
Now it
into
just becomes
discussing
such a
this more.
power.
It's really funny.
But Alan, I know you were looking at some of the rejected villain artwork, and I when I
Yeah.
showed those to my wife, she was just like, "Who's that Batman villain that lives forever?" And I was like, "What, Ra's al Ghul?" And he's like, "Yes." She's like, "Yeah, some of these look like Ra's al Ghul's crazy uncle." And I was like, "You mean Jerry al Ghul?"
I tell you, they haven't had a good president since Eisenhower.
Play that
maybe right.
indicator on that piano.
Okay. So.
Interesting that you should mention presidents. I'm just gonna make a note in my notebook on that one.
It's your to-go box, honey. Stay safe out there.
Thank
Can
you.
I
Oh, thank
can
you
I get
so
a-
much.
I got a big slice of cherry pie, real quick, if you don't mind.
All right. Anything
you, ma'am.
else? Anything else for dessert?
A coconut cream pie slice, please, to go.
Okay.
It's going to be a gift.
You want me to put a bow on it?
If you have any, that would be wonderful. Thank you.
I'll see what I can do.
Wish I had magic to do that.
We do have
I really think we should give her a bigger tip than 12%. She's been really good.
You know what? Bob, I think you're right.
Yeah.
This has been some
That's an excellent service.
exemplary service. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go 15%.
Okay. All right.
It's gonna tuck another 20 underneath my plate.
Maybe as Katie comes back with the piece of pie, just ask her, is there anything else that you want to tell us before we leave?
Telepathy. I read her mind. Tell me everything you know.
We
Might not
want to
need
help you,
telepathy.
Katie.
She seems like a chatty Katie, like
Wow. I mean, if she's still here tomorrow, you might want to check on her. Um,
I don't like that foreshadowing.
you better not, Isaac. You better not. She's been a fucking sweetheart this whole time.
Not
know,
our Katie.
Not the Mirrorverse. No.
Maybe you'll pull her through that portal.
Some people, for some people, Katie is short for Catherine. Catherine Justice.
I'm definitely writing that down.
Oh, I already made a character sheet for Catherine Justice.
This sure is good pie. Thank you. Oh, this is delicious pie. Thank you. Best I've had in a long time.
okay, so
Okay, aside from going to the edge of town, what other ideas do my wonderful party members have?
We have to go visit the old lady.
You want to do old lady first?
I have to deliver her pie. I don't want it to spoil.
Okay. Okay, that's fair.
It sounds so you're spilling the beans that you found her purse. That's what
Not
Yeah.
we're still inside the restaurant, so I'm gonna tell you when we leave.
Okay.
I know you're getting up there in age, old man, but you gotta remember stuff.
Sure enough. I remember a lot.
Just eat your pie. Just eat your
I
pie.
have a dark past.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just eat
You
your pie.
do.
Yeah. I'm gonna use telepathy to tell everybody, yes, I found an old lady's wallet, the lady that we spoke to in the park, but I will show you guys when we leave. Please do not speak of it out loud yet.
Was she attractive?
Luna's
Bob's
just
heart
gonna like
breaks a
stare
little
off
bit.
into space and just be like, yeah, maybe.
I'm gonna make like an absolutely horrified face.
Oh, you know the missus. She's disfigured now.
Oh my god! Wait,
you
what
still-
happened to your missus? Wait,
I crippled her. You don't know? I haven't told this. She used to be part of the team here, and we were on a mission, and it was an accident. But she was horribly disfigured.
And I'm just gonna make like a face.
Fighting a monster. I tried to save her.
oh shit! I'm sorry, man.
I've saved 2 of you so far. She was one of the unsuccessful ones.
Yeah, but you could also argue that unfortunately, the one that you failed to save was the one who mattered most to you.
Indeed, it's very sad.
Luna's just gonna like glare at Bob and be like, wow.
He's got some insight, doesn't he?
I am the chosen one, after all.
Chosen one. That shouldn't. Never mind.
But I'm sorry to hear about that, Cornelius. I understand that she definitely meant a lot to you. I'm sure.
It's okay. I just don't get any loving no more.
Amazing.
Here we go again. Are you done with your pie yet?
I'll take my fork and just scrape up the cherry filling off the plate. That was delicious.
Now, when we go see this lady, you can talk to her if you want to, but try to keep the flirting at a minimum.
I'll do my best, but if she's a real wing dinger, I don't know if I'll be able to keep myself under control.
I will escort you out if I need to.
Before we go, I'm gonna write my phone number. I'm assuming that would I have a cell phone in this universe? I thought so.
Yes,
Okay.
we established that this is 2019, so you have regular, whatever is normal accessible stuff during that time.
Okay, I will write my number down on a napkin and I will hand it to Katie and tell her to call us if she needs help or if she thinks of anything else or sees anything or hears anything.
It's like, oh, thank you.
Or if you get any more of that pie.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. I will definitely keep this close. Anything else I can help you with?
Katie, you've been fantastic the whole time. You've been not only a tremendous help to what we need, you've also delivered excellent service. And when I ascend to my final place on the throne of the gods, I'll remember you.
Okay. Good to know.
I'll whisper to her. He's been drinking a little bit. Don't mind him.
I'm just gonna like mega roll my eyes.
MAGA
Just-
roll your eyes.
No, mega. M-E-G-A. And then I'm just gonna mutter like the chosen one under my breath. Like, oh.
With that being said, I think it is probably around about time that we go, and I'm gonna make my boxed food just disappear right out of my hands, like blink into nothingness.
Okay.
I'm just
Katie's
curious what
like-
Katie's reaction is to that.
Have a nice day.
No problem. You too. You have it. Well, it's nighttime now, so you have a great night.
I'll do my best. You too. Stay
Mhm.
safe.
Bob's gonna walk out of the restaurant.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at Katie and be like, I'm so sorry. Very sorry about him. He's very eccentric, very narcissistic. Thank you for all your help. Very appreciative. Yeah, thank you. And then I'm gonna take my pie and go.
Okay. Realized I haven't been doing anything with that clock, but I'm doing fine without it. I don't think. Yeah. Where are you guys going next?
Old lady's house.
Okay.
Old lady house.
Yeah.
Gotta deliver this pie
Oh.
in her wallet.
Do you well so Molly knows when the next critical event is going to happen. And
Is it
if
now?
you want to get there when it happens, you need to
Ooh.
go there.
We need to go there
So,
now. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So does everybody want to be there, or do you want to split the party again?
Ooh.
I think maybe we should all be there.
Yeah. If she's telling us it's happening, we need to go. I can get my
Normally, Molly's insane, but when she has hunches like this, she tends to be spot on.
Oh dear.
The garlic is leading us. Okay.
Okay. Okay, so are you gonna head to the outskirts as a group then?
if that's where the thing's
I think
gonna happen.
I think so.
Okay. Let's get Katie out of here. How to do things. There's so many things to do in Roll20. Need to go to change the background. There you go.
All right.
What's that?
The outskirts.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the road outside of town in the thick woods. This is where a lot of the dead animals have been found, and it doesn't take long for you to find one also. There's a you find this one's a deer. And it is missing its eyes.
If we look at the body of the deer, is there anything unusual about just the body, like the missing eyes and everything?
Mhm.
Like, do we know anything about how they were removed, if it was a clean cut, etc.?
It looks like, yeah, it looks, there's no blood. It almost looks like it still has like eye socket and tissue underneath there, but it looks like it could have always been that way. Now, from just looking at it, you can't tell that anything was removed other than knowing that eyes are supposed to be there.
Okay.
They're hollows.
Imagine. Nah, if there was like a void space behind the eyes, then sure, but nah.
Right, no, I told you could see the tissue behind it. It's just
Yeah, the tissue's there. Yeah, the tissue's there. Brian, I had the same thought. Don't worry. All right.
Any other markings on the? Are there any other markings on the deer that would indicate? Is it just the eyes? Is it cut? Is it mangled? Is it?
There's nothing else that indicates why it died from a surface inspection. You can investigate a mystery, or let me see. What does read a bad situation?
Would this give my dark? Would this bring up anything from my dark past beyond what I already know?
For that, you would have to roll again if you want to.
May I?
Knowing that there's consequences. There's no limit to using that roll, though. So,
may I help out Cornelius in like just looking over the body and stuff like that.
Hmm. What do you, so if you want to roll a help out move, then Cornelius can do an investigate a mystery.
Right, yeah, that's what I'm asking because like we're both
Okay.
looking at it, so I was wondering
Yep.
if I can contribute to his with a help
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, go ahead and do that. Do the help
Okay.
out, and then if it's successful, then he'll get a +1 in addition to the +1 forward from Katie.
Mm.
So that'd be
Wait,
plus
does my +1 forward relate to this?
Yeah, you can use your +1 forward on the help out as well.
Oh, huge. Okay, so then that gives me the 10, which is just a +1 to his roll.
Okay. So Ryan, did you add a +2 or a +1 to that roll?
It the +1 and the +1, so that's a +2.
Okay.
All right, so it's just a
Okay.
mix. Okay.
So you got a mixed success on investigate a mystery. So you can ask one of the questions. What happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can hurt it? Where did it go? What was it going to do? And what is being concealed here?
I'm gonna go with what sort of creature is it?
Okay.
A deer. Duh.
It. Yeah.
Sorry.
It is a. It is a magical being made of darkness. That
Yes.
and I guess that's as much as you can get from just looking at one of its victims.
It's clearly done by a magical being, a magical creature of darkness.
What I told you before.
Luna's mad. He never listens to me.
I'm used to it by now.
Would that trigger anything in my dark past that would be beyond what we now know?
It triggers it if you roll highly enough. You can say, "I will travel through my memories to see what is there,
I will
and we'll
do
find
that.
out."
I will,
Okay.
I shall do that.
Okay, so that's a mixed success, which means you get one question from your dark past.
Do I know anyone who might be behind this?
Yes. You are remembering a colleague that you worked with many years ago who was obsessed with what was hidden in shadows. And he had a plan for some how to create a magical device that could create shadow.
What's his name?
Let's give him a name.
Spin the wheel.
Ralph Hartman. Sounds awesome.
Ralph Hartman.
He says in the old man voice, Ralph Hartman.
I know something here, Ralph Hartman. Does he live around here? August, call the agency. Where's Ralph Hartman these days?
I guess, do you want to deal with the agency and do that?
Oh my god.
Sick.
On
Everybody's
fire.
just rocking it today.
I think we had like what, 2 failures and I lucked one of them?
Yeah, so far. That's it.
Yeah. Crazy.
Okay. Okay, what does your ability specifically say? It says when you deal with the agency. Oh, did you put it there? Yeah, okay. When you deal with the agency requesting help or gear, making excuses for a failure, roll plus sharp. She did 10 plus, you're good. Your request for gear or personnel is okayed, or your slip up goes unnoticed. Okay, so you're just requesting information, so you get that without any hassle. Ralph Hartman has been on the agency watch list, and their last record of his location was in the area of Maple Hill, Walnut Hill. It's Walnut Hill, right? Yeah, that's
Maple Walnut Hill.
Yeah.
Wall maples.
It's like the oatmeal, maple walnut.
Yeah.
Yeah, maple walnut oatmeal.
Ah.
So he's in town.
Well, I'll have to go find Ralph, pay him a visit.
Okay.
Ooh.
Now, was something supposed to happen here while we're here?
Yes, there was.
Okay, that's
while you're having your quiet discussion around a deer corpse, you hear a shout in the woods, pretty close, and it sounds like let's see, yeah, it is close enough to make out. You're basically like, there it is, get it, and
I'll say, Luna, that's why I trim my ear hair.
What?
So you all hear this. There's multiple people shouting, and sort of the sounds of running through the woods, very close to you.
Does it sound like it's coming towards us, away us, perpendicular to us?
Sort of perpendicular. If you don't do anything, it will pass you by. Hopefully.
All right. Well, I'm gonna say looks like someone needs a hero, and I'm gonna try to pull out my weapon. Fail. Pull out my boxed big breakfast that falls out of my hands and opens up on the ground, and I'm going, damn it, my eggs! And then I'm gonna actually pull out my weapon, which is a large battle scythe, and I'm gonna start running in the direction of the voices.
All right. Well, Bob has taken decisive action. What are the rest of you doing?
I'll
Staying the heck out of his way.
I'm gonna unhitch my magnum and take the safety off and start making my way there.
Okay. Basically, I want to know who's holding back and who's running in. That's the most important right now.
I think I will run in with my shotgun out.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm running in. I'll take out my big knife, and I am chasing my brother into the woods.
Okay. Okay. So everybody's committed to running in. I haven't heard a definitive answer from Luna yet.
I was gonna hang back with Cornelius, but I guess he's hobbling his way in there.
So you're just
Looks
like,
like he did.
I'll go in, but I'll be the last one.
He's excited because he's thinking it's Ralph. It's like, God damn it, Ralph.
Okay. I guess I'll be behind Cornelius then.
Okay. So you burst through the trees in the direction of the sound, and you see a number of people in the woods. Get the tokens loaded up.
Hmm.
Ooh.
Oh, big lady.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Well,
Not supposed to
hello.
be that size. What's happening? Oh, that's on
they
the
can be that big.
background layer. To
Oh, I hate it when that happens.
okay. I gotta put them on the right layers. Then I can resize them, and then I can arrange them in the right formation, and then you can see them all at the same time. And this guy. And more. Where's my other one? Oh. That's not the right one. Delete. Sorry, token management, guys. Alan knows how it is.
Believe me, do I. There's a reason I'm sitting here, real patient. You take your time, sir. Take your time.
Okay. As you emerge and see this group, can I reveal them all at the same time? Token layer. There they are. Okay. 3 chasing this guy through the woods, and he doesn't seem to be too concerned with him, but they are throwing magic at him. So you
May
can
I?
see some.
May I, Isaac, if I may, use big entrance?
Go for it.
Yes. Oh, please don't roll low. This is my best stat. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I love it. I jump out of the trees, allies behind me, ready to back me up. And I'm going to go, halt, evildoers. It is I, Bob, the Void Slayer Smith.
Okay. Everyone stops and looks at you.
Including the guy running away.
Including the guy running away. And they're just like, okay. And so you're going to hold their attention.
Yep.
As long as
I keep speaking. Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
I understand. Anyway, do not worry. Your salvation, I'm going to give a little flex, has arrived. My list of accomplishments are many, almost too many to mention. But as we can see, the night is young. We have plenty of time. One time, I killed a shark by drowning it. I'm just...
Okay. I'm not gonna make you continue the whole filibuster, but
I'm filibustering. All right. I'm just establishing I'm currently filibustering.
While he's filibustering, can I cast a spell to make the undergrowth around the 3 hooded figures there kind of grow up around and just trap them?
Yeah, you want to grab them with a spell. Okay,
yeah.
Let's just go ahead and roll a plus weird on that. And use magic has a list of preset effects, but you're not limited to that list. So let's get that. There it is. Use magic. Okay. So the standard effects for use magic are inflict harm, enchant a weapon, do one thing beyond human limitations, are a place or portal specific to a person, trap a specific person. There you go. That's what you're doing. Okay. You're trying to trap 3 people at once, but I'll still say it's fine. You need to roll a plus weird. Go ahead. While he's picking that out, just everybody, Bob Smith, filibuster is holding the attention of the NPCs, and as long as he keeps talking, he will hold their attention. No matter, I guess you guys can do something pretty dramatic to pull it away, but in general, he's sort of holding the scene,
I have them
and
stun
you guys
locked.
can act around it. Yeah, you stun lock them. You can act around them, and but Bob can't do anything because this is what he's doing. He is holding their attention. Okay, use magic. Amazing rolls. Okay, magic works without
Jesus.
issues. Choose your effect. People are trapped. Okay, this is definitely not going how I planned it. Let's see. The little.
Feel, Isaac. Tell me, how does it
Oh,
feel?
I know.
You make plans and it doesn't go your way.
I mean, I was expecting something weird to happen, but not every single roll succeeding. So,
With advanced successes at that.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, what does everybody else want to do?
Let's get these ne'er-do-wells surrounded.
Can I do the read a bad situation?
Most definitely,
Oh,
this is a bad situation.
Okay.
Okay, that's a success, which means you get to on a 10 plus hold 3. So you have 3 hold on the following questions. What is the best way in? What is my best way out? Are there any dangers we haven't noticed? What's the biggest threat? What is most vulnerable to me? And what's the best way to protect the victims?
I'd like to start with what's the biggest threat?
Biggest threat to you, or no, the biggest threat in general is this guy.
Okay. And you said I have 3?
You have 2 more, yes.
Okay. Next would be, are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
Dangers you haven't noticed. You've noticed that all 3 of the other characters are magic users, and no, there are no other unseen dangers.
Okay. What's the best way to protect the victims? I guess I don't really know who the victims would be would be
Do you know
yet.
which one of these 4 people is the victim? I mean, you could still ask the question, but the answer won't be very specific. So,
You know what? I'll go with the what's most vulnerable to me.
okay. Let's see, what is your attacks are? I'm gonna say these guys are most vulnerable to you because they are trapped and they are very much physically human.
Okay.
I don't like how you said that. Wait, is this guy not human?
That's what it sounded like to me.
Scandalous.
I'm sorry, Isaac, can you describe this guy again?
Yes. He has a human shape, 2 arms, 2 legs, but there is something off about him. He maybe his
Generated by AI.
I mean, I can see you probably noticed the twisted fingers in the picture there, which is a typical thing that AI does to hands. But I actually asked for that when generating this image. His arms and hands and legs are not quite the proportions you would expect a human to have.
Can I just like, I'm gonna reach into my pocket here and pull out some garlic. And I'm just gonna like lob it right straight at him.
All right. I'm not making you roll for that because that's clearly not a kick some ass move. You have no
Nope.
chance of damaging anything with it. But I'll let you decide if you want to actually hit him with it or just have it land nearby.
Oh, I would like to hit him with it, please.
Okay.
I'm gonna make sure I peel it too and like crush it up a little bit.
Okay. Your hands are
one of the
very
juices?
garlicky.
Oh
Just-
yeah.
A mushy.
You're just hucking a wad of smashed
Oh,
garlic
like
across the
roasted
woods.
garlic. Roasted garlic is mushy.
Yeah.
Put
Mm.
some roasted stuff in there so you can.
She just
mush
have
it.
pockets full of roasted garlic? We
I
did
was
not
gonna say,
establish this.
Oh,
I
it'd be
don't think I have roasted garlic, but I
It
do
would
have
smell like walking
plenty.
We do have a
of
flamethrower
bulbs.
on hand, so
Fair. If we had more
Okay.
time, I would roast this garlic, but raw will have to do.
okay. So
Okay.
you've hit him with the roasted with the mashed garlic. Bob is still holding everyone's attention. Although I mean it is enough that it like glances at you and then back at Bob. So
But no change. Okay.
the garlic
this point
doesn't
in the
have
story- At this point in the story, I'm talking about how my chosen one abilities have given me the power to speak Braille, and how I underwent that training process.
Oh.
Can I jinx the weird bad guy?
All right.
Okay.
Make your roll.
Eh. Oh wait, I had
That's
my.
a failure.
I had my. Can I use a luck point?
You can most definitely use a luck point. That is what they're for.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, one of those and then I re-roll.
Luck just makes it a
Oh,
12.
just makes it a 12. Oh,
Yep.
great.
Yep.
Perfect.
Pretty
Okay.
OP.
Yeah.
We just never get him back.
Yeah.
Bit different from our other luck, but
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
But you get those points back. I think it's
Yeah.
a little different, you know.
yeah.
Yep. Yeah, so what is the effect of the jinx that you want to have happen?
want-
You also using your luck point, you've automatically made a 10 plus, so you have 2 effects you can use
Nice.
on this guy.
Okay. I would like to interfere with the hunter, giving them -1 forward.
Okay. So the next thing,
Mm.
well, that's interfering with a hunter. So this is an NPC
Oh.
or a monster, which you haven't determined
Not a
yet.
hunter.
And yeah, so I
Okay.
don't make rolls, so there's no -1s
Thank
won't
you.
do anything. But you can help a hunter by giving them +1 forward.
Okay. So can I help? Can I do that twice and help 2 hunters, or is
Yes,
it
you can.
okay? Then I would like to give +1 forward to Cornelius and +1 forward to Molly.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah. Cool.
I should have asked this before, Isaac. These characters here, do I recognize them from my vision at all? From like when I saw a bunch of people in the woods?
Ah. Yes. Actually, you do recognize all 4 of these.
Ooh.
This one, a little bit different, but has similar features to the person that was grabbed.
Oh. I don't know what to do with that yet. In my vision, did he look normal?
Yes.
I don't know what to do with that. I mean, inside my speech, I'll interrupt in saying, and I have a lot of dreams. I had dreams that I might be a normal kid and go to a normal school. That didn't happen. Dreams that I might find a loved one. Probably not going to happen. But also a dream that I saw you 4 in the middle of the woods. And I dragged you into some weird portal into the middle of darkness. I don't know what to do with that information yet. But I would like to proceed in how I got my title of the Slash of Pride. Then I just go into another story. I try to use that part of the speech to let the party know that I see these people in my vision.
Okay.
I'm filibustering. I'm doing my best.
August or Quinn, do you want to take any action at this point?
August, do you want to do something? I already did the read a bad situation, so.
Yeah, no, there's not really combat rounds like there is in D&D, so we don't have to take a turn. And we're not like sort of tactically positioning on a grid either. This is just sort of general visual reference for what's going on,
I might just be forgetting, but what time of day is it?
It's getting into the evening, so the background art isn't properly accurate. It's probably approaching sunset.
Okay, just for funsies, because I'm curious. Is it within reason that I would have a flashlight?
Yes.
Can I turn on my flashlight and like flash it at the one we suspect is a monster and see if there's any type of reaction whatsoever?
Yeah, okay. I mean, for I was gonna say if it was Molly, it was probably one of those halogen floodlight things. But if you just have like
Right
a
out of
mag light or
Jurassic
something,
Park.
go ahead, and then he'll like wince and like put his hand up against it, which is probably a little more than you would expect a normal person to do in the current light conditions. It doesn't seem to be injuring him, but he is reacting to it.
Okay, cool. Just curious.
Scroll.
Like where you're going with this.
Well, we already kind of figured out that whatever entity this is doesn't like energy, light, electricity, so.
This is true.
I do know it's not a vampire, guys. I do know.
My God, at least we can check that off the list.
Okay. So, we're in the middle of a scene, but we did just pass the hour mark where we normally stop. We can keep going for another 40 minutes or so, or we can pause here and just start right in the middle of the drama next time. What do you guys think?
I actually have I have like furniture I have to go pick up. So
Okay.
if you guys want to, you guys can keep going without me, and I'll just watch the VOD and finish up my notes then, and just
Yeah.
pretend I'm filibustering, because that's what he's doing. He's just But I have like some furniture I have to go pick up from my
Yeah.
parents' place, so like I have to go do that.
I think this is a good stopping point because this is just we've just sort of established the scene, and we can pick up right here next time.
All right,
Good.
yeah, sure, sounds pretty good.
Are we
Awesome.
This
next
is
Sunday or in 2 weeks or
2 weeks.
weeks? Okay.
2 weeks, and this is the mystery is not concluded. We'll deal with that at the end of the mystery. Probably halfway through next session, we'll finish this mystery and then roll right into episode 2, which I'll have prepared by then as well.
Sick. All right.
Cool.
Awesome.
Yay.
I like
Very
it.
fun.
Okay.
All right.
Everything's connected.
All right. By the way, I like my notes, so I'm gonna like clean these up and I'll share them with the rest of the party, so that way you guys have something to review before the next session. And if you want to correct anything, like Isaac, if you see anything on there that you think I just got horribly wrong, feel free to say so.
Yeah.
All right. Great. Awesome. Again, thanks again so much, Isaac. I appreciate you taking over for a few weeks.
Yeah. Well, it definitely is fun seeing how the plan gets ruined and see what happens.
Right.
So.
Yeah. It's a good time. Good times.
I haven't even stolen anything yet.
I know.
Nothing was stolen yet. What do you mean?
Minimal hygiene.
Oh, I remember last time we played, you talked about you were going to steal some rugs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, they did
That
already.
created a whole side quest. That,
Rugs have been stolen.
Hey,
Yeah,
careful,
we did
careful. Hey, careful. He's here eventually. All right, careful on that
Okay,
one.
Oh.
okay. I'm just saying we did a whole side quest that took us to unexpected places. And as far as we know, it's resolved now, but anything could happen.
But the rugs have been procured as well.
Oh,
So
we even got Beaky.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Beaky. Yeah.
Beaky.
You dropped off the girl, and that's why I remember you were at the hotel or motel or whatever it was.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's where
Yeah.
the trouble started.
And now we have Beaky.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But thanks so much, guys.
Don't
This was
worry,
really
don't
fun.
worry, Ryan. You'll see it one day.
All right.
Thanks.
All right,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Bye.
Bye, Isaac.
Thanks, everybody.
Okay.
See you later.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks again, Isaac. Appreciate it.
Yep.